I want you to really be very truthful. How many of you really like stovetop stuffing? I'll tell you, I hate it. I absolutely despise it. In fact, do you know that the root word for stuffing comes from a French word that means boring? And I think stovetop stuffing is boring. Being bored is really about being overstuffed. So if we really think about it, we can so easily become stuffed with God's blessing. God has blessed all of us here in so many ways, hasn't He? I believe that God has really blessed us, but we can become overstuffed with all those blessings so much that we get bored with life. We literally get bored with life. We get bored with God. We get bored with having so much, and yet, if we are honest, it is so easy to want to continue to stuffing ourselves, even though we're bored. And we're unwilling to pass those blessings on to others. And so there are many in our world that literally starve for bread. They're not bored with life, believe me. They're not bored with the same old iPad, the same old spouse, the same old God, the same old Mass, the same old, same old. So once again, we are told that Jesus really does, in the gospel today, Jesus really does offer us a different bread, a better bread. In fact, Jesus offers us everlasting life, a nourishment and a sustenance that carries us through each and every day. Because when the love of Jesus fills us, when the attitude of Christ fills us, when the words of Jesus fill us, we won't be stuffed. In fact, we will allow Jesus to lead us to an even deeper hunger within our lives. A hunger for purpose, a hunger for meaning, a hunger for life, not just to fill our bellies. Jesus tells us that doing the work of God is important. That doing the work of God provides meaning, that deeper hunger in our lives. Working with the poor, working with those without opportunity, working with the disenfranchised who many times, because of our greed, because of our being overstuffed, have less than we do and are not given the opportunity for success and achievement. Doing God's work is working to create a world where the forgotten Jesus, the forgotten Jesus that is around us all the time, the hopeless among us, the misfit, the unborn, the AIDS patient, the death row inmate, the one suffering from a life-draining disease or suffering from the disabilities of age. The work of God is noticing those individuals, noticing them. That just takes a lot, doesn't it? That's hard. That's difficult for us. That our faith is tough. And it's difficult to notice those who have less than we do. When we leave here today, we all need to remember that there's going to be a lot of work to do, a lot of God's work that will need to be done this week. And if we really pay attention to that work, we won't have time to get bored. None of us will be bored. attention will be directed out there, not in here. And if we truly take to heart the words of Jesus, do this in memory of me, or follow me, if we allow the values, the commitments, and the intentions of Jesus to feed us with a different bread, I guarantee you that when we walk away from this table today,